Okay, so welcome back. My new project that I'm going to be playing is Konigsberg by Revolution War Games. Um, by the way, comes in a Ziploc bag. The rules are all of 12 pages. Let's see here. Yeah, 12 pages, including the nice index, which is always nice, and there's a random events table on it as well, which we'll get to. But pretty much so, setup starts here. So it's really like 10 pages of rules. So we got it. It's not that expensive. Quality is really good. So I've gone through and done the setup. Um, I've also, and there's some really nice setup cards in on Google Classroom or Google Classroom. See, I'm stuck in teaching on BGG. And a couple neat things. One neat thing that I got was this really neat player's aid. You get the turn sequence is not on the map, but if you look on the map here, it is on the map here. Sorry about the reflection. I'm just trying to make sure I have enough light here. So I've got it set up. So the rules gone through, pretty simple on that. I'm pretty good on that. So basically, you have the second Belarusian front right here, trying to move up this way. And then you have the third Belarusian front going against the Germans this way. So really, it's kind of the meat in the middle. You can see the victory points hexes. They're all labeled. When the Belarusians or when the Soviets come over, you flip it over, and it has this. So it goes from this to, no, not that. Figures. From this to that one. So that's the Soviet. So right now everything is German. So the key is to, one, get as many victory points as possible, and two, there is actually a couple. There is one particular sudden death point. So if the Soviet player occupies either the hex of Konigsberg or Elbing at the end of any turn with a unit in supply, the game ends in a sudden death victory. If this never happens, you determine victory by the number of conditions, by the number of victory points below. So here's Konigsberg. Oh, Konigsberg is right here. Or Elbing is right here. So what's neat is there's a chit pool, and I accidentally threw one of the chits that I needed in here. So down there. As a matter of fact, it's right on top. Okay, so it's a chit pool game. Put that back on the turn track. Okay, so we have the turn track right here. So it's 10 turns. The numbers you see, let's see if I can zoom this in just so, yeah. So the numbers you see right here, the 3, the 6, and 4, that's how many chits that side gets to pull. They can activate, luckily they see how they're color coordinated, so you just figure out which one you need to activate, and then you can also activate up to 2 independents. So independents would be ones without a color coordinated, so we're looking at ones like this. That's not color coordinated. So now I got to remember where this was at. I think it was right here. So it will actually, go from there. So we'll go through there, and I'll just need to make sure that that's. Let's see, that's the second Belarusian front. I'll make sure I put that back where it was supposed to go. Independence. That is the 8G. It goes in hex 410. That is hex 410. So I guessed right. All right. Okay, cool. So why don't we go ahead? So I've got all the chits in here. So first turn, though, we actually do a barrage phase. And I want to do this right. Let's widen this up. So, barrage phase. Okay, the German player starts rolling 2 1d6s on the barrage table. The result equals the number of barrage attempts. At 2 to 1, the German then plays the resolves. Okay, so they roll 2 1d6s. So we've got 8. So this is what I rolled. 6 and a 2. So we've got an 8. So they're going to get 8. So let's see here. During this phase, units 2 hex away from a friendly targets may be targeted. Both players have a -1 on their respective attack rolls on all attacks in this phase. Okay. Okay, so let me just read that again, just make sure I get it right. German player starts with 2 1d6 rolls. The result equals the number of barrage attempts on 2 1. Okay. So he'll give 8. So what I'm going to do is I've got these out of supply markers. So I'm just going to go ahead and use them. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what ends up going to happen then is then the second Belarusian front right here, and then the third Belarusian front on the other side, they also get to roll dice to figure out. But we have to be in 2 friendly hex. So with that, I'm going to check something real quick. Hold on. Okay, so I had to check this out. So just to make sure, because there is some when you roll on the attack chart, there are some A's. So for the attacker, and I just wanted to check out to make sure that didn't have to multiply, which is correct. So basically, it's only the defense. So if you roll low, nothing happens. And on the 2 to run table, and you can't even roll a 6 because you're at a -1 for this turn. You the best you can do is get a defender retreat 1 hex or defender retreat 2 hexes. So the Russians have to push back, or the Germans have to push the Soviets back. So, and they have to be 2 friendly hexes away. So we're going to do 4 on each of the results here, or each of the fronts. So I'm definitely going to go after that one. So that's for the second Belarusian front. Okay. And then this one. Okay, so this is the third Belarusian front. So we're definitely going to nail that one, or try to. 2 friendly hexes. That one. This one. Is there any other ones? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. I really think that there are not enough here. Interesting. There is more over here. So we'll go on the second Belarusian front. So we'll go right here. So now, so what I'm going to try to do. So on the 2 to 1. So let's take a look at the table here. Okay. So on the table here, the 2 to run. So basically, it's a -1 for the first turn. So we're just going to start and go across. We're going to start here and go across. So on the 2 to 1. Okay, so we're going to start with this one right here. So 3 -1. Nope, that's a 2. So basically, to do any damage, I need a 4, 5, or 6. So this one's gone. Okay. Let's see here. Next one. 3 again. This one's gone. Okay, so this one. 5. So 5 would be a 4. A 4 is a DR2. So this guy needs to retreat 2 hexes. So, and it has to retreat. Retreat towards a friendly. So there's a supply source like right here. So, but we really want to make sure we stay within. So 1, 2. That'd be good. Okay, next one. That one's also a 3. Boy, these artillery are not doing good at all. We'll go to this one. 4, which is a 3. A 3 is a DR. So this stack actually can go back 1. So that is fine. Okay. Let's go ahead, move over to here. We're going to start right here. It's a 3. So that one's not... Okay, I'm doing this left-handed. I am not left-handed. Ah, there we go. Okay, next one. 5, which is a 4, which is a DR2. So this group here needs to go DR2. Okay. Let's go 1, 2. Right there. Then finally this one right here. And we roll it. And it is a 6. So that is a DR2. So this has got to go back to 1, 2. Which is not bad. Okay. So that's the first one. So the next one is the Soviets. Go Barrage. Yep, per front on the Barrage. So 2d6s. So we're going to start with the second Belarusian. So let's go ahead. What do we end up with? 8. So they get 8 too. Now let's see here. Okay, so 1, 2 really makes a difference. 3, 4. I'm just looking at barraging real quick. Just to... Oh, I've got 4. Those are the only ones. So guess what? They're going to get 2 each. Now, if they get hit and they have to move... And actually, I need to check some out real quick here. Because this one that was right here, Konigsberg, may not have had to. Konigsberg, that's gray compared to black. Oh, no, that's all the same. Oh, gray compared. Okay, I see. So, okay, so that was a D2 anyways. Wait, no, that was a D1. So town negates first lost and first retreat result. So this was only a D1, so it's going to go back because it can negate that one. So let's spread this out a little bit more then. There we go. Okay. So we'll start with the first one. We're going to go left to right here. So we're going to start with that one. There we go. Remember, 4, 5, and 6 hits. 5, which is a 4, which is a D2. So that's going to waste those 2. But that's what I had. So It's not in, so 1, 2. Okay, next one. 6, which is also a D2. That's going to screw this one up. 2. Then we have this one right here. Okay. We're not crossing the going across it, so I'm going to say that it's going to 1 anyway, so that one, yep. That's out of that one. This one. 2, nope. That's a 6. Okay, so that'll be a 2. 2, we'll get you back in there. See, it's interesting here because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that would work. So one of the big things about this game is you have to stay within command radius of your headquarters. And that first number is the command range. So this first number on the headquarters, so all the yellows really want to be within 6 hexes, because if it's not, you can't move it. So I was looking at the far one over there, and that is 6 hexes, so we're still okay. And so let's do this final one right here. That is a 5, so that's also D2. So, okay. 1, 2. Stacking is 2 units. Plus, you could do a headquarters, but it's 2 combat units, or 2 units with an attack or defense. The attack factor of more than 1. We have a few Volkstrom that are 0s, so that's it. Okay, so now let's go back here, and let's do 2 rolls for the 3rd Belarusian front. They get a 7. Okay, so we get a 7, and it has to be within 2. So a couple of these are going to get like possibly double banged. Okay, so 1, 2, actually. 1, 2. That's interesting, because that's a lot there. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, so it doesn't say, I don't see anything that limits the amount of units or the amount. So, well, let's just, I won't put them all out there. So we'll start with that first one, because if this one gets booted out, then it might be a waste. 3, which is a 2. Nope. Okay, so that's 1, 2, which is a 2, 3, which is a 2, 4, which is a 4, so that's a 3, so that's a D1. Yeah, let's just see here. Yep, D1. There we go. Okay, good. So that's 4, 5, 2, 6, 5. This is D2. Okay, so it took a ton of, so 1, 2. Now I tried to keep the headquarters up. Oh, okay, so that headquarters is there, and that's a 6. So, okay, so we are good to go here. So, so the barrage phase is done. It's first turn only, so we don't get to do that after that. Next is the air, so the refit. We don't have any this turn, or the grounded unit refitting segment, which is not, we don't have anything. Reinforcements, there are none for turn 1. And so we start the command phase. Command phase, we start drawing chits. So, what's going to be our first one? Okay, and then each turn there's limits. So I have the limits already set up. So first chit, it will be the 11th guard. Okay, so we do the command, which is this, and then we do the movement and then the combat for each chit pulled. Yep, and then movement and then combat. Okay, so first one, and this goes down here. So they have nice little tracks right here. So I can do 3. I can't do that 4th one. So I can do 3. Again, 3. And for the Germans, 3 up there. Okay, so the 11th guard, which is gray, which is these guys right here. So, okay. And they are in range of their unit here. So they're in range here. Okay, so and the last number is the movement. So okay, this defensive line is not going to be a problem, and it's 1 movement point for each. So 1, 2. And then this little minor river right here. It might be a little problem. 2. I don't want to go 3, 4. Go. 1, 2, 3. He can't go anywhere there. It doesn't matter what it is. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. We put you here. Okay. And 2. So we're going to put you right there. Okay. Okay, so first chit's done. Next chit is going to be GD. Okay, so GD, which is all the way right up here. So this is the first German activation. Okay, so right here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't get to it. And there are none over here. Let me see what's underneath here. Yep, so I'm going to have to use this one. Let me just I just got to make sure that's right. That just seems really way out of space. So let's just make sure I set that up right. GD. 1625. Yep, that's 1625. Something should be there. 1630. Did I messed this up for sure, I think. Let's see here. So let's take a look at this. I just gotta check this real quick. So there's 1630. I must have been looking at the wrong one. So this is supposed to be over here. So 16. Oh, no. The heck is that? Oh, the half track. It does go here, yeah. So 14, 16. That goes to I did see this one, but 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This only has an 8 or 6. We've got 2 units over here. Now I can activate 2 lighter units. So, or 2 independent units, which are the lighter grays. So, I think what I want to do is kind of move. I want to move from right. I want to move some things over here, towards this side over here. Whether that's right or not, I don't know. But let's see. So we're going to. I'm going to keep those there. They're not big deals, but they could be stopping points. But so we're gonna. What I'm going to do is move this 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Let's move this 8. Okay, so this one right here, this half track, I think I'm gonna, because that's 1 or 2 activations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, going off camera here. I'm gonna put him right there. Those 2 are too far away, and I kind of like this guy right here on this side of the defensive line. So if they're coming up through here, we'll get it. So, okay, I think we're good. So now these are definitely within range of these guys here. Okay. Next chit. Oh, it is the 26th. Okay. Okay, the 26th is all the way over here on the 3rd Belarusian front, but of course it's the German front. Not okay. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull back, and it might be a good idea to kind of twist these. Get that back behind that defensive line. I'm gonna put you back there too. Shit. Okay. And I think we will kind of move you guys back here. I'm gonna move you behind this defensive line here, and then so that's one active. So that's one of my other activations. So I can always activate 2 independents. Okay, so try to keep this thing. Now the nice thing is this stream. Yeah, so if they come over this minor river, it's half their attack strength. So then, but if they come to attack this way, it negates all retreat X's. So kind of got that as a nice little bonus right there. So I think that's a good one. Okay. Let's see here. What do we got next? Ooh, this will be the last German activation. So that's 6th. Okay, so the 6th. Oh, it's right over here. It's down here. So let's see here. I think I kind of want to move some of these more over this way. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 right there. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2. I actually like him right here. Okay, so no more German activations. So that's it. They only get the 3, and they got their 3. So the next one is, oh good, it is a Russian. So it's the 39th, which is the 3rd Belarusian. So this one, ooh, this one I can get some movement in. So this one is right here. Okay, so what do we got here? We got 4s. Okay, so I think what we're going to do, we're going to put you to the side. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't go in there. Okay, so getting into a zone of control is +1. So I can only go here or here. So I think I'll move that one there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, and 4. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna have to stop for now. So we'll see how it goes. I'll probably post this. I'll probably match this up and post it later. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.